What's up, guys? It is December 12th, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm sure you guys have heard over the last couple of days what's been going on with Litecoin, the movements that it's been having, and I wanted to share two articles with you. One, if you're new to Litecoin, and two, if you've been a holder of Litecoin, that are really time sensitive, that I think you're really gonna get a lot of value out of, and I think is really gonna help shape what you do in terms of how you invest in Litecoin. So the first portion is going to be more tailored towards people just coming into Litecoin and not really sure what it is and why, what is causing all this hype. And the second article that I want to talk about is basically going to be the lay of the land with Litecoin and how it should perform in the coming months and the coming years to come. So just stay tuned. I'll get through this first portion as quick as possible for people who are a little bit more seasoned. But this is more for this first part is definitely more for the people that are just entering the market and seeing all this crazy price action and wondering what the heck is going on. Should I be investing in Litecoin? What is it? And let's get it right into it. So this article is by Investopedia. It came out yesterday. It's titled, "Is Litecoin the Future of Cryptocurrency?" Despite Bitcoin's relative youth at just under 10 years old, its fervent popularity has spawned a cryptocurrency revolution and several competitors. An influx of new money from both retail investors and institutional entities means that these alternative cryptocurrencies, or altcoins as they're called, are under new scrutiny as traders look to diversify away from Bitcoin, right? Litecoin is a much cheaper alternative. And just a few days ago, it was trading under $100. I'll show you the price action in just a little bit, but just to give you some background, one of the most prominent among them is Litecoin in terms of mass appeal, market cap, and potential for adoption. Litecoin's origin, Litecoin was launched in the shadow of Bitcoin, yet it was inspired by the King coin, particularly by its decentralized approach to currency. The founder of Litecoin, Charlie Lee, is a former Google employee and director of engineering at Coinbase, one of the largest exchanges and the first to list Litecoin alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum. Though many see Litecoin as a Bitcoin clone, it has technical differences that separate the two in the eyes of many. It is largely these differences that inform Litecoin's price alongside the favorable image it maintains with traders and businesses alike. Made in the image of Bitcoin in its early days, Litecoin was one of the first to take its precedentors formula and tweak it. The first change relates to its blockchain, which uses the script protocol instead of SHA-256. While this matters little to traders, miners who use hardware to run Bitcoin's network cannot switch over to Litecoin. This keeps bigger mining conglomerates away from Litecoin because they can't easily optimize their profits by swapping to another coin, contributing to a more decentralized experience. Litecoin also has bigger blocks and more coins in circulation, making it more affordable and swift when transacting. Naturally, Litecoin has enjoyed an increased rate of adoption with cryptocurrency services and retail market as well that corresponds with its distinct advantages. Litecoin gains momentum. This is where we're starting to see the run up, guys, and all the news surrounding it. The most prominent characteristic of Litecoin is also one that gives it the most potential for disruption and inspires much confidence within the crypto community. As soon as its segregated witness was released as a proposed blockchain upgrade to allow speedier off-chain transactions, Litecoin threw its full weight behind the proposal and was the first to integrate it. SegWit will allow Litecoin and others who adopt it to use the Lightning Network, which is nearing completion, empowering participants to exchange cryptocurrencies at virtually no cost. That is huge, right, guys? So developers are quickly making headway on the Lightning Network, and it has recently passed almost all quality assurance tests required to be released to the public. In a recent dry run, an alpha version was used to purchase coffee in Starbucks with no fees, a result hard to obtain with any other payment solution. Cryptocurrency enthusiasts with many coins to explore have highlighted Litecoin due to its speed. In tests where one user compared the speed of coins being transferred from an exchange to a hardware wallet like Trezor, Litecoin performed best, transferring 23 coins in under 10 seconds. Businesses paying attention to Litecoin's fast advancements on the payment front are increasingly adopting it to their own ecosystems as well. So let's jump to this, how it's viewed by participants. Ultimately, any cryptocurrency success is the function of its applicability and the problems it solves. Even though traders may not fully understand the differences between Litecoin and Bitcoin's DNA, they are increasingly moving to Litecoin regardless. All right, that's huge, guys. It's like, they are saying right now that Litecoin is Bitcoin's biggest competitor, and in terms of price, it's, I mean, Bitcoin is trading at $17,000 today, and I will show you Litecoin in just a bit, but it's way, 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 way cheaper than Bitcoin at the moment. So, I mean, in terms of where it can go, really, in a lot of people's eyes, the sky's the limit. All they see is how prices behave relative to other coins. Litecoin is just as accessible as Bitcoin in this regard because it's been a centerpiece in the market for almost as long, meaning that any service leaving Litecoin out of the equation is ultimately leaving their own audience and appeal. Apart from the obvious advantages from a design perspective and trading appeal, participants themselves are benefiting from the ecosystem thanks to growing adoption in e-commerce. As one of the major cryptocurrencies, Litecoin is quickly becoming a contender for the top 3 spots, even as a funding tool. BankX, a unique platform designed to validate and tokenize more liquid assets like real estate and venture capital portfolios, is accepting Litecoin alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum during its token sale. Now, I'm going to link to this article, guys. I'm not going to read you the entire thing. There's still a little bit more left to go. I will link to it in the description. Like I said, guys, if you guys are new to investing in Litecoin and not really sure how to do it, check out the links in the description. It'll give you more information on how to do that. But here comes the second article that I really want all of you to be aware of. And this is from Business Insider. And this is Charlie Lee, the Litecoin creator. He's issuing a warning after the cryptocurrency doubled in a single day. So before I get to the story, here's what Litecoin has been doing. This is the hourly chart, guys. I have overlay the 12-day moving average and 26-day moving average. You can see it's following that trend very nicely. But as you can see, let me go through the daily chart. Look at this parabolic move just north, just going absolutely insane. We are expecting a pullback, guys, just because it is so far from the 12-day moving average. Just to put it in perspective, it's 197, and just today hit 420 on the GDAX exchange. So, I mean, expect a pullback, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you to be careful. And as you can see, the Litecoin creator is actually saying the exact same thing. So, in this story, this is the founder. Litecoin, a smaller cousin of Bitcoin, as we just mentioned, has seen its value more than double in just one day. So, like I said, if I go back to here, I mean, this is the 8th. This was December 8th. So we topped out at, 200, 197, right? So in just the last couple days, we went from 200 to 400. We the price doubled, okay? So at these levels and at that price action, it's we're at the levels of a correction, at least in the short term. So let's see. Litecoin creator Charlie Lee tweeted a sobering warning to those not prepared to lose their entire investment. Still, Litecoin fans on Reddit were preparing celebrations, some of which seem fairly risky. Cryptocurrencies have exploded since Bitcoin futures began trading in Chicago over the weekend. Litecoin, the 5th largest coin by market cap, has seen its value more than double since Sunday afternoon, trading above $300 Tuesday morning, 110% above its weekend price. Creator Charlie Lee wasn't celebrating like some other Litecoin holders, though. The former director of engineering at crypto exchange Coinbase tweeted a dire warning for potential Litecoin holders Monday night. "Sorry to spoil the party, but I need to rein in the excitement a bit," he wrote. "Buying LTC, which is short for Litecoin, is extremely risky. I expect us to have a multi-year bear market like the one we just had, where Litecoin dropped 90% in value, $48 to $4. So if you can't handle Litecoin dropping to $20, do not buy." Okay, so this is the founder of Litecoin talking here, guys, and just to show you what's going on. I mean, that's a huge dip. Got to be careful at these kind of prices. You don't want to let your emotions take over while you're trading, right? We talked about this a lot on the channel and how I go about investing. It's easy to say after the fact, and I'm not going to show my investments. I'm just not going to do that, guys. But I talk about all the time how to look at charts. I got in Ethereum today because I saw that it was going to break. I saw that Litecoin was going to break, so I held on for dear life. I did take profits just slightly too early. I sold late last night instead of early this morning, but you know what? I'm okay. I had a 200 plus return, percentage-wise return, and I'm good with that. So did I sell too early? Yeah, but I'm okay with that, and I'm not upset by any stretch of the imagination. This is likely to pull back. I definitely want to get my shares back. Will it pull back 90%? I don't know if it's going to go down that much, like the founder Charlie Lee is saying, but if it does, I will be scooping them up by the boatloads, guys, because like I said, this is Bitcoin's as of right now, Bitcoin's biggest competitor. Not even the other, Bitcoin forks like Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, all the other Bitcoin spin-offs are not even close to Litecoin. So I will be picking up some shares. Like I said, I traded Ethereum. I bought early today. But just before I go into that, I'm going to yet again just talk about why and what I look for. So as you can see, this was the top over here, right? As soon as this broke on more volume than this day, I knew that this was going to go absolutely bonkers. And that's really it, guys. It's really, really it. Like when you look at charts and you just go at different time frames like the hourly, like if you break this down, like take a look, this was the high, right? 279. Once this broke with volume, look where it went. It went from 271 all the way to 400. Now, is that the case? Is that percentage-wise always going to happen? No. Can you get fake outs? Yes. But take a look. I mean, it followed the trend line perfectly, and as soon as it broke, look where it went, to new highs. So this is the kind of things that I look for, guys. I look for volume. Like I always say, you got to have volume. You got to break highs with volume, and then I get in. I got in today with Ethereum, and like I said, it's so easy to say after the fact, and I'm sure people are going to be like, "Oh, I don't believe you," and I don't care. So whatever you choose to believe is whatever. But here's what I was looking at, right? So if we look at the daily chart, look at this, guys. Okay, so we had a high of 534 just the other day. This is the daily chart, like I said. I knew that this volume bar was not this high this morning, but you can tell early enough it definitely beat out the day before. So you know that the volume is coming in, and when you're over half of the previous bar that was here when the high hit, I knew that something big was going to happen. So the break was 540, right? So we knew that when this broke was right around this price. If I come back to the 15-minute chart, right, 540, that's all the way back here, right? So like when it broke here, this was the time to get in, right? So I actually missed this run up. I'm going to be completely honest with you, right? But I knew that because of the volume, if this did pull back, I would get in. And I got in right around this area right here. I didn't know it was going to go down further, but I knew that it was probably going to touch the 26-day moving average, so I got in right about here. I held on through this short little sell-off. This was actually pretty quick. It dropped and then it came back and it was trading around. But I knew that the volume was going to be sustainable as long as it didn't break down from these previous levels. I was probably stop loss probably would have been around 550 if that were to be the case. But not. It held strong, and that's how it works, guys. And look what happened, right? And now it's selling off from 715, but I'm not selling anything. Could it go up? Yeah. Could it go down? Yep. It can go either way, but I'm betting that this thing is going to go even higher tomorrow and possibly the day after. So time will tell what's going to happen. Like I said, we're seeing this sell off now. Totally fine with it. Doesn't matter to me in the slightest. But actually, if you look at here, this is going to be some slight support, right? So this area right here where it broke out of. So right around the 660 mark. If it goes down, it's probably going to touch 640 again. So if you guys are watching this and it just so happens, I think another good buy if you want to get in is going to be at the 640 mark. But like I said, not a financial advisor. This is what I'm, my personal opinions on what I feel like is going to be happening with Ethereum. I'm not upset at all that this is retracing a little bit. Had a really nice move, and I think it's going to, like I said, continue to go higher. So I think this is going to rebound. My personal opinion, I think this is going to rebound, and I think this is going to shoot towards the new highs, and I think it's going to break the new highs tomorrow, and I think it's going to run. So you have it on video, guys. Whether or not it's going to happen, time will tell, and I will let you know what I end up doing with my shares. So I've been trading in and out of Ethereum for a little bit now. So if you've been a fan of the channel, then you know exactly where my positions have been. But like I said, that's my short-term analysis and where I think it's going to go. Like I said, I think it's going to break this high, and I think it's going to go towards 800. So with that said, thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed this video, if I gave you some value, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, hit the post notification so you know when I come live with a new video. I'm coming out with videos every single day. I know the past couple of days have been a little lazy, and I apologize for that, guys. But the plan is to get back on the grind and get these videos out for you guys every single day. Just remember, words of advice. I've been reading a book called Power of Habit over again. Actually, it's a really good book, and it says once you get off get back on track as soon as possible, right? So I know I fell off a little bit with the videos. I'm getting back on track as soon as I possibly can, which is tonight. And let's get it, guys. Let's get after it. Let's make some money here in the crypto land. So thanks again for listening and watching and tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment in below this video, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.